Imagine the clatter of bowling pins, the echo of your throw resonating in an empty alley. Now imagine a menacing presence lurking in the shadows. In a small town, nestled between whispers of folklore and urban legends, a bowling alley stands. Its neon lights flicker, casting long, eerie shadows that dance in the cold night. This isn't your run-of-the-mill bowling alley. It's a place where the local folks hesitate to tread after sundown. A place where a spectral figure is said to hold court, turning a fun game into a chilling encounter. One fateful night, a group of friends, oblivious to the alley's haunted reputation, decided to test their bowling prowess. The hour was late, the alley was empty, and the stage was set. As the friends set their bowling pins and released their balls down the lane, they began to notice strange occurrences. The digital scoreboard started glitching, scores changed erratically, and balls moved on their own, as if guided by unseen hands. Soon, the air grew colder. The electric hum of the alley was punctuated by an unearthly whisper, a sound that seemed to come from the walls themselves. A sense of dread settled in, a feeling that they were not alone. The friends stopped in their tracks, their laughter replaced by hushed whispers and nervous glances. Just as they were about to brush it off as a trick of their imagination, they heard it. A chilling laughter that echoed through the empty alley. They turned to see a spectral figure in the shadows, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. The friends were frozen in fear, their hearts pounding like a drum. As they ran for the exit, the laughter followed them, echoing long after they had fled the haunted alley. It was a chilling reminder of the spectral figure that turned their late-night bowling game into a terrifying encounter. As they fled the alley, the chilling laughter of the ghost echoed behind them. It was a game they would never forget. Bowling is all fun and games until it turns into a nightmarish ordeal. Let me take you back to that fateful night, when a family of 5, brimming with joy and excitement, decided to spend their Friday evening at the local bowling alley. The night was young, the lanes were shiny, and the cheerful clatter of pins echoed through the air. Little did they know, this seemingly ordinary night was about to turn into a gruesome nightmare. As the family immersed themselves in their game, a masked figure entered the bowling alley, blending into the shadows. This was no ordinary patron, but a maniac with a twisted mind. The atmosphere started to shift subtly, a chill creeping into the air, the laughter slowly dying down, replaced by an inexplicable unease. The masked figure emerged from the shadows, his menacing presence sending waves of terror through the alley. The once joyful clatter of bowling pins was drowned out by a deafening silence, broken only by the maniac's sinister laughter. The players froze, their eyes wide with fear. The family's laughter turned into terrified whispers as they huddled together, their game forgotten. The maniac began his reign of terror, brandishing a knife that gleamed under the fluorescent lights. The bowling alley, once a haven of fun and camaraderie, had now become a hunting ground. The family, like the other patrons, were trapped, their joyous night transformed into a fight for survival. The father, a burly man of fortitude, took it upon himself to protect his family. The mother, a woman of strength and resilience, tried to keep her children calm amidst the chaos. The children, their innocence shattered, clung onto their parents, their eyes brimming with terror. The family fought back, their will to survive overpowering their fear. The night was filled with screams and cries, the sound of running feet echoing through the alley. The maniac's laughter was drowned out by the sound of sirens in the distance. The once bustling bowling alley was now a crime scene, the lanes stained with fear and terror. As the morning sun rose, the bowling alley was silent. The family, though shaken and traumatized, had survived the night. Their courage and unity had seen them through the nightmarish ordeal, their bond stronger than ever. The other patrons too had made it through with stories of their own to tell. The massacre left the town in shock, the bowling alley forever marred by the horrors of that night. The family's fun night had turned into a tale of survival, their laughter replaced by a silence that spoke volumes. The bowling alley, once a place of joy and camaraderie, was now a chilling reminder of the night that had changed their lives forever. In the world of bowling, legends are made, records are broken, and sometimes curses are cast. Let's delve into the chilling tale of a legendary bowler, Harvey Hurricane Hastings. He was a force of nature on the lanes, a wizard of the 10-pin game, but every story has its stormy nights. One such night for Harvey was the night of his bitter defeat in the national championship. The loss was too much for Harvey to bear, and in his anguish, he cursed his prized bowling ball. Harvey's curse was no ordinary one. He imbued the ball with a malevolent force, a force that promised strange and terrifying incidents to anyone who dared to use it. The story goes, the first person to use the cursed ball after Harvey was a young and ambitious bowler, eager to make his mark. But instead of glory, he met with a freak accident that ended his bowling career. The cursed ball did not stop there. It passed from one unsuspecting player to another, each meeting with their own eerie misfortune. Some reported ghastly apparitions appearing in the lanes as they bowled. Others claimed to hear whispers, chilling threats that echoed in their ears each time they held the ball. And then there were those who encountered inexplicable accidents, from shattered pins flying like deadly projectiles to bowling lanes inexplicably catching fire. The suspense around the cursed ball only grew with time. Some players, tempted by the challenge, sought out the ball, hoping to break the curse. But they only added to the ever-growing list of victims, their dreams of glory replaced by nightmares of terror. Was it the wrath of a defeated champion or merely a string of unfortunate coincidences? The truth remains a mystery. But one thing is certain, the aura of fear and suspense surrounding the cursed ball is as palpable today as it was when Harvey first cast his curse. The cursed ball continues its journey, leaving a trail of horror in its wake. Who will be its next victim? The world of bowling is not always strikes and spares. It can be a realm of chilling tales and eerie happenings. Our journey began in the dimly lit corners of a haunted bowling alley, a place where the echoes of laughter and cheer were replaced by the spectral whispers of the unseen. The clank of pins was not just a game's residue but a symphony of fear that sent shivers down our spines. An ordinary place, transformed into a playground for the otherworldly, reminding us of the thin line that separates our world from the unseen. Our next stop was the site of a chilling massacre, a bowling alley that witnessed a dance of death, turning a night of joy into a symphony of screams. The once vibrant place was transformed into a chilling tableau of terror, where every corner held a haunting memory and every echo a chilling reminder of the night that turned the lanes red. It was not just a story of horror but a grim testament to the darkness that sometimes lurks in the hearts of men. Then we rolled into the realm of the cursed bowling ball, an object of fun and competition cursed with a power beyond comprehension. The suspense of each roll, the dread with every strike, and the fear of the unknown that gripped every player who dared to challenge its curse. A tale of suspense that blurred the lines between reality and superstition, reminding us that sometimes the true horror lies not in the dark corners, but in the things we take for granted. These stories remind us that sometimes the most ordinary places can hide the most extraordinary horrors. The bowling alleys, the places we associate with fun and games, can sometimes become the backdrop of chilling tales that leave us with goosebumps. Each pin that falls, each ball that rolls might just be a prelude to a horror story waiting to unfold. Until next time, tread carefully, for you never know what lurks in the shadows.